do you all engage in other forms of art outside of music?
Did you hear the question? So how often do you engage in other forms of art outside of your music?
Let's start with Adriano.
Go ahead.
Perhaps specific music has deep links with other forms of art, like, for example, emblematic cases, Mussorgsky's pictures of an exhibition, and sometime I have played this piece with participation also other artists that expose paintings related to the Victor Hartmann's, who was the close friends to Mussorgsky, his paintings. Yeah, more paintings and other form art. I think not that much, but
Giulia?
I'm very grateful that I grew up with the music education of mentors who were very much potencing this correspondence between different arts. Because they all thought it's very important that besides you're playing some musical piece, you have to know the context of that piece. So they were always requesting from me to read the books that were made in that time, and especially books and theater shows that were created at the time of the piece, historical aspects, and also paintings. So. Yes, I can say very much. It's I pay attention on other form of arts. For example, how many pianists is there? Okay, a lot. Okay. So one very little example that I work with my students about the pedalization. Pedalization combining with paintings. So if you see. Romantic painting like Delacroix, for example, you can see that there is a special the realistic face, realistic body, and everything like a painting, like a photo. But they are a little bit like contours are not, this kind of romantic feeling of painting, that the contours are not so strict. They are sometimes a little bit, but it's like the candle is creating light, and it's just not, you don't see it so clear like a photo, but almost clear. If you compare it with the pedalization, you can use the same way of pedalization. But for example, on the passage, you can pedalize on one side of passage just to make this a little bit unclear contour, but not too much. If I compare it with Debussy and, for example, paintings of Impressionism, it's very much, you cannot see contours. And it's the same pedalization, so you can use more pedalization to make these contours. Expressionism is you see only contours. You don't see all this color. So there are a lot of material to be analyzed between. That are connecting arts, and I think it's a very nice question, and I work a lot with the students, and as a composer I'm also inspired by other arts.
Excellent question, and I would like to add something else. At the age of that kid, when I was his age, I was exposed early on from my teachers to the mathematics side of music. The Greek music was based on mathematics. How every interval has a mathematic relation to architecture. From architecture goes into visual arts. Throughout history, the Renaissance, bringing all the way then here in America. So all the creation of America, the first presidents of America, the Jefferson's homes here, all that architecture that came here is full of music. And I remember being very young and traveling around Italy as a teenager, looking at buildings and seeing chords. If I look at this structure here, I see where the octave is, where the fourth is, where the fifth is. So I see the music visually. And I was trained to that at that young age. Once you learn that about music, then connects to every other art. And then you go what you said about the paintings. Like if you look at Leonardo da Vinci, it's all music there. You hear the sounds, you hear because then connects with the ancient culture, like 2,000 years old culture is alive in music form, in visual arts, in architecture, and in what we play today. Thank you, because your question was really inspiring. Thank you.